Greetings, everyone. This is Rock and Roll Spot Connection with the Willie Coming Roundup. We made it most way through the roundup. Now, keep on trucking. Kicking things off with Miles Morales Spider-Man number 24. Where we left off, Miles has been dealing with the fact that he's now a vampire after the ends of Blood Hunt, and he decided to talk to his girlfriend, Tiana, about this. As he was on his way to Tiana's place, Tiana's grandfather showed up. The Vulture. And so the issue opens with Tiana and her grandfather discussing everything. Basically, she doesn't want him in his life, or in her life, and he wants to be in her life, and he blames Spider-Man for turning her against him. But Miles shows up and proceeds to kick the crap out of Vulture until Tiana has to basically get Miles off of him, but Vulture uses the respite to pop a flashbang grenade and escape. And obviously, she is curious as to what's going on with her boyfriend. But you got a call from Misty, and Misty ends up letting the cat out of the bag. But Starling and Spider-Man head over to Misty's safe house, and the doctor and Dr. Keisha Kwan is there as well to talk to Spider-Man about his condition. However, there is Doc Sasquatch and Dr. Kwan are making strides with the physical and mental parts of vampirism, but the mystical part is tripping them up. However, Misty's Rolodex runs deep, and she's enlisted the aid of Black Panther. And he states that he points out that he was also a victim of Varney's magics during Blood Hunt. Not to the point that Miles has been, but he's going to do what he can to help Miles help himself, basically. While the Vulture Well, he's not happy with Miles, and suits up in one of his other Vulture costumes, basically declaring himself to be a bird of prey. And that is where the issue ends. Good issue. I like. I like that they're. I was kind of worried that Miles' vampirism might end up being a means of explaining away him, explaining him not aging, but it would seem that maybe I'm wrong. So, fingers crossed. Moving on though to our next book, we've got Spectacular Spider-Man #7. Where we left off, Miles and Peter were at the mercy of the Arcadium, or the AI that was controlling the Arcadium, as it's calling itself now, Knave. And well, it seems that Professor Warren is actually Professor Miles Warren, not his brother Raymond Warren, and has made an alliance with Knave. So the issue opens with Turk Barrett dealing with the webbing that he was wrapped up in. Detective Sevens getting a call from Dr. Jane Foster about the burned corpse in the morgue. Then Tallow and Arcade freaking out about the fact that the Arcadium isn't responding, and everyone at the coffee shop wondering where everyone else is at. Oh, and Spider-Man are face to face with Knave, as well as Hammerhead and his Robo-henchman. Who doesn't really see. And so the Spider-Man and Hammerhead kind of sort of team up in the way that Hammerhead goes after Knave and gets swatted aside. But then shit pops up, leading with a swarm of vermin, and Knave takes control of various other robots that Arcade has at his disposal, multiple Daredevils, and obviously Tombstone. And seems they've got Knave on the ropes until the Jackal shows up. And there's also some Jackal robots that Knave made for him. Two mini robots and one, Hulk Jackal. But Knave states that there's nothing that the heroes can do that the villains cannot counter. Jackal feels it's quite liberating to admit they're villains, but and as vermin are a creation of Miles Warren, Warren has a means of control, of taking control of them, leaving Ship to deal with the vermin and Knave to deal with Spider-Man, and they continually crash into everyone else's fantasies. Making more robots to attack. Also, the Peter's robot family goes on the attack, and with Miles manages to stop the robots with his Venom sword, and then the ship taking down Knave, and Jackal getting arrested for murder, as the body in the morgue is the body of Dr. Raymond Warren. Apparently, there's a rather uncanny resemblance between Warren and between the Warren brothers, and Dr. Miles Warren killed his brother and took his place. And so the issue ends with Knave seemingly destroyed. And in fact, the Arcadian purging his code, and the others who were in the Arcadium are free from the whole thing, and looking kind of lost. That is where the issue ends. So it'll be interesting to see how the aftermath of everyone's trip to the Arcadium. Moving on, though, to our last book for the moment, we've got Spider-Boy number 11. Where we left off, after Spider-Man sacrificed his memories of a lifetime where he was not Spider-Man and basically got to live alongside, got to grow up with Uncle Ben around. Web of Life and Destiny fixed itself, and Spider-Boy was remembered by everyone. So the issue opens at Stillwell Farms in upstate New York. A news broadcast pops up about with everyone having remembered Spider-Boy, and his mother Tabitha catches this, and she remembers, calls up Peter Parker, who apparently said that anytime she needs to get a message to Spider-Man, just give him a call. And she does. And so, Bailey, Christina, and Spider-Man are waiting on her for the Feast Center. And Bailey's reunited with his mom, and she stops Spider-Man. But, and she has mom questions. Has he seen a doctor, a dentist? What are his grades like? How's he doing in school? Which he hasn't been at school since uh, for the last few months, and so he's put back in public school. Um, he's learning how to divide fractions, and apparently he's basically the teacher tells him to follow along with Marco and Larissa, his classmates, to get the hang of it. Apparently, Larissa has a crush on Spider Boy, and it turns out that Bailey's mom is on the staff of the Feast Center, so the Briggses have their own apartment upstairs from the Feast Center, and Bailey has his own room. But Bailey's spider sense triggers, and he sees that Larissa is in danger as he touches her notebook. Apparently, bus driver is having a heart attack. Spider Boy saves an old man from getting hit by the bus. As Spider Boy's thanked, Bailey finds it to be unsettling. Polite New Yorker, but Bailey manages to save the day, and Bailey's mom sees how much of a hero that her son is, and while she was thinking of, and decides that she doesn't necessarily want her son to stop being a superhero, but he needs to do his homework, and and if he's patrolling, he's gonna be in it, be back by 9. And Spider Boy swings through New York and is heralded as a hero. However, someone picks up a stack of the Daily Bugle with Spider Boy's picture on it. This person that runs the newsstand initially is, wanting payment for one, but when he sees who it is, they're on the house. And who was this mystery man? Walks into a dojo, or a closed dojo, and he has an assassin in it whose target is Spider Boy, long term. But now she remembers everything about Spider Boy, and her employer, her mentor, sets up the copies of the newspaper on the wall of the dojo. She and the student then tosses shurikens at them. Manages to get a bullseye with each one. Not to mention a bullseye with her mentor. Bullseye. And that is where the issue ends. With Daredevil on the way next issue. Because, where's Bullseye? Generally speaking, there's Daredevil. It was a good issue. Solid. I like the fact that Bailey's integrated into has managed to basically get remembered by everyone. Anyways, that's going to do it for now. As always, feel free to like, share, and subscribe. Links to my Facebook, Twitter, Blue Sky, Instagram, Mastodon, Patreon, and PayPal can be found in the description box down below. Special thanks to Patreon patron Red Banners and Penis. Your support is very much appreciated. This is Rock and Roll Spock signing off saying, live long and rock hard.